Yeah.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play.
Yeah.
And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now a give running right. It's Cook. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Back to throw.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a touchdown.
That's crazy as fuck. I'm going through a slump right now. I fell a little bad.
Hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off.
That was crazy. I mean, I'm open though.
Did what you said. They got off the field.
They're gonna have to come right
But I
back.
can't do it. The swats.
Happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Jesus Christ, that was crazy. We good though. We built through adversity. I'm from the east side, ho.
Today, it's not going to. We still have December left. We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team.
We built through adversity.
They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up.
We built through adversity. Oh, you got to get out, Robinson.
At least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water.
Wow, I got a pocket for one. Back up 11 yards. Good shit. Back up.
Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. They'll look to throw.
Pass interference. We'll take it. I had sir.
We do have a penalty flag down.
I ain't got one. Ask Lux because he don't like that black suite. Ask Lux for his because he don't want that black suite.
Going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You take that.
It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You straight? My bad, bro. I'm over here locked in, but you straight though. Yeah, you straight.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well. They weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much short of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Another tip pick. That's crazy.
All the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And I'll tell you ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do. In this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Young to throw it. This one caught by Winslow. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Young on 3rd down. On the move to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Young. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. First throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll find Hall.
Wait, let me start doing that. I don't get that.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff there.
When we talked about it, they did.
Yeah, they like this work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
But
now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Oh yeah, shit hurt. Niggas be feeling like they can win without a running back, I guess.
He's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Look at me, zipper.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey. It's not time. Mike 3. Heavy on Mike.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner.
Sound like shit,
This
bro.
out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field
I
position.
ain't running
That's an
fucking
absolute
football, that's
bomb of
why.
a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's Young. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing, Young.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for the right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Fair. Wide, get wide. Check three. X3. 218, chopper. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come out here in the eye. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here is Cook on 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where it would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
13 yards, first down, Packers. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Young off play action. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Blue draw quarter.
Check 15.
Back to throw here. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's into the clear. 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. In for the score. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a give right side. Peyton. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Young now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Young looks to throw on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Young. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down, Packers.
First down, Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return is setting them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. First down, here's the run with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike spoke forward.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
44, 45.
2nd and 5. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Topper! Topper! Here we go, D. Anxious. Go.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
54 Mike. Here we go.
Bravo. Hit it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
61, match box, white. Hey, Charlie. Yo, Cheetah, ready?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right there, 54. Right?
Go.
It's our time. It's our time.
Yes.
Watch that.
Shoot.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Switch. Mike 50. Check Mike. Ain't no looking up. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, Team 6. 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Young. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Vikings take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 12-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
50, Mike, 50.
Hey, high 7. Yo, go.
50, Mike, 50. Mike, 50. Hey, defense, let's go.
Hit it.
2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Huge article in their local paper this morning saying how the 4 interceptions last week led them to that
Minute and 39 seconds. Like, I can go to Team Arena if you want to.
And they're losing. Probably not a coincidence.
I don't think so at all. I think you're spot on, but maybe they put a little extra pressure on themselves because 4 interceptions last week, victory. Right now, no interceptions in this game. Had a chance for one, missed it, and they're losing. Probably feeling the pressure right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this run.
It's a whole new feeling now with the game this close.
No, you caught that shit.
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Man, that be hit the ground, bro. Like, what?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Blue, you only playing one game? Yeah, I'm about to slide there. I'm about to pull up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire
Something
game,
like
but when you
that.
throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gordon. This is the NFL.
I can't believe I'm beating myself out here like that. My shit crazy. Yeah, I'm about to pull up. Whatever build, I'm just gonna